Algo trading can make you wealthy, and in this podcast I'll show you how, and you don't need millions to get started. Since yesterday you've been sending me questions, some of which I wasn't expecting. Do I have a large personal account I'm hiding? Is there an EA that turns $10 into $100 in a week? Which robots actually work on prop firms? And I will answer all of them, but after 10 years of running expert advisors across dozens of live accounts, I'm answering it all straight with no filters. By the end, you will know exactly which EAs I trust with real money and why most get rich quickly robots promises will blow your account. But before I dive in, there is something you can do. Although we have thousands of views on every video, most of these are from unsubscribed viewers. Because of your watch history, YouTube's algorithm recommends our videos to you, so if you could, please check that you are in fact subscribed, and if not, please hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing and it helps us continue testing more and more EAs on live and funded accounts so we can find the best EAs for you, so thank you for that. I'll start with the first questions that I received immediately after posting on YouTube that you can ask me anything, and the first question is, if you would be to recommend one algo trading EA for a 500 start account with IC market 1 to 100 leverage, which one would be? And another question, okay, let's first answer the first question. So the answer is on the algo trading space platform, guys, because we have opened different live accounts with different starting balances. So if you open the live results on the platform and you arrange the accounts according to the deposits, you will see initially the bigger accounts, and then on the bottom are all of the small accounts, and the EAs in these $200 accounts could be traded also in a $500 account, obviously, and you can keep the same risk we are trading because 200 or 500 it's risky enough to trade the minimum lot. But if I have to recommend one of them at the time of recording this video, it would be the global trade plan, which makes 14% a month. And even if you traded a $500 account, that would be, 6-7%. That's 6-7%. Another question from the same user: if we subscribe to your membership for at least 2 years, can we get 50% discount? Thank you. I thank you for asking this question, because probably this podcast is a great place where I can explain the price of the membership. Honestly, for me, the price is ridiculously cheap. If I were to run this community myself without a team, I would price it at least for $1,000 monthly subscription. That's the real price for me, because I have put so much time into all of that. My team have put all of the expertise possible from each team member. We have created tools that nobody else has, such as the space tracker. That's why we see all of the live accounts publicly displayed, transparently displayed, with the track records, no matter if it's a losing or if it's a profitable expert advisor, with all of the open and closed trades. That's an information you don't have anywhere else, not on FX Blue, not on my FX book. And these results are not manipulated. So these three things that I've mentioned and all of the other things we do for the community is just so much more than the current price, and my team does their best. I'm so impressed with them every month. I'm so happy with what they do for that low price, and pretty much, to be honest with you, whatever I earn from this membership, I give it all to them, because they deserve it, because they answer in the Discord, because they put their time and experience in every answer. So for me, that's just cheap. And the third question from the same user: an EA under 500 euros. Honestly, most of the expert advisors are priced below 500 euros. You can go through all of them and just pick the one you want to trade. Check what's the price on the vendor's website. To be honest, I don't know the prices of all of the expert advisors, so I'll leave that on you to check and select. What happened with the money invested in Darwinex as an invest but never member for a bit again. Love to know how that 1K worked out. Oh, to be honest, I absolutely forgot about that account. Just when reading it now, I felt ridiculous because I've put that money in Darwinex and I never ever checked it again. So I can't even do it now, and I honestly can't remember how or from which account I did this investment, so I can't do it now while I'm recording this video, but I'll put it in my notes and I will find the account and I will answer to your question. I will let you know what happened because I don't know. I have no idea what happened with this money. I will let you know. Oh my god. The reason actually that I forgot about it is because it's not in our space tracker, it's not on the website, it's not an account that I used to follow, and that's why I just totally forgot about it. So I'll get back to you with an answer what happened, but I want to show you actually something that I have opened earlier this morning, and that's the Darwin GKE, and that's the vendor whim from the Gold Reaper, this account that we have on the Algo trading space. I'll just arrange the accounts by the balances. So we have this Gold Reaper, which currently is in a small drawdown, but I already requested a withdrawal of $1,000. It makes an average of 2% and it made like above 6% for the last 63 days. So this vendor whim, who is selling all of his expert advisors in a pack now, actually he has a Darwin called GKE, and I was looking at it this morning and it's amazingly good, guys. This track record started in 2020, and if you just look at the performance, you can see that the total gain is 170%. You can see this drawdown I'm having recently with the Gold Reaper matches here, but the track record is just impressive. So I was thinking about to have a look at it in more details, and now when you reminded me that I have some funds in Darwinex.com, I can actually use them for this portfolio. But if you're a beginner with Darwinex, I would suggest you to jump with the Darwinex Zero on a subscription model, so you can start a new account and you can build your own track record if you have profitable strategy or expert advisor, or you can follow another experienced trader. That's a personal choice. Next one is your opinion on vendors without live updates on the tracking links, such as Japan, Strike, Market Master, Duo, Top 5 Free Ace, Top 5 other, and a few more. Short and straight to the point, I don't trust them. If there is no green live check on my FX book, it means that this tracker could be manipulated. I don't trust it. I don't look at it. Thanks for the opportunity, Petko. How would you approach algo trading with AI and ML if you had to start from scratch, from idea generation to live trading? I don't trust AI for algo trading and to build my strategies, guys, because I am using AI more than ever. It helps me with editing, helps me running the company, helps me managing the team, helps me preparing the videos, the thumbnails, if you will. But for trading strategies, we've been running consistently experiments and they all fail. Yes, we succeeded at building some profitable strategies with AI, but you have to keep in mind that the AI has been educated and it's been learning from all of the information around the internet, and it's a combo between profitable and not profitable and scammy strategies, and I think it's nearly impossible for it to filter what works and what doesn't, because the AI is not trading. We are trading. I'll trust much more my results and the EIs we trade rather than AI. AI is great, I use it, but not for trading. Can we copy your strategies on some copy trading platform? No, unfortunately, I don't like the idea of copy trading for a couple of reasons. Number one is that there is latency, there is delay, no matter how good the platform is, especially with the gold scalpers, where we are chasing latency of 1 millisecond. And I'll give you an example with this expert advisor. I showed it in a few videos. That's the happy gold scalper. On this platform, we are chasing 1 millisecond. You can see that at the time of recording the video, the latency is 1.28. Just pause the video here. The trades last between 1 and 2 seconds most of the time. Look at that trade. It's a short trade and it lasts just 1 second. It made $21. If you have to copy this trade out of the MetaTrader into another MetaTrader and through a third-party copy trading system, you will lose money, I can assure you. And because I don't want people to lose money, the goal of the algo trading space at this YouTube channel and the other YouTube channel of ADS is for you to make money, guys. We do our best to be profitable first and then share all of that experience and expertise with you guys so you can be profitable as well. If you don't see copy trading from us, you know the answer. The next question is, please, how really want to join your community? What settings can I use? So dark videos, dark rear, and Forex Fury that will be profitable in small account. I really want you to be my mentor, but the fund to your VIP is a little bit high for me. That is why I need to trade and have fun to join. Okay, I've answered already this question. Understands that 49 is still a lot of money for some of you, but for me is the cost I have to pay to my team to run the community, guys. I can't make it cheaper because there will be no experienced traders to answer inside, guys. That's the cost. Would you offer a service to pass prop firm challenge account, and when funded offer account management to where you take your share from the profit generated? That's a question I've been asked all the time, and the answer is 100% no, and I'll tell you two reasons for that. Number one is all the services where they offer to manage your account are a scam. Like 99.9999% is scam. Don't trust anybody to manage your funds. If they're good traders, they will manage their own accounts and they will not bother trading your prop firm for a share. Number two is, let's say we decide to do it, but we will never do. Let's say we do it and you pass the prop firm, or we pass the prop firm, then the prop firm will find another sneaky way to refuse the payout, and then we both will leave without anything. Okay, so don't even try to find somebody to manage your prop firm account. It's worthless. Next question is, I want to focus on algo trading. Which EA has been the most consistent for you among all that I can use, and how can I reach you for membership? Thank you. For the membership, you can join down below this video. For the most consistent expert advisor, I have to be honest with you, there is no such one perfect, great, absolutely amazing expert advisor in the world. The key here is to find a couple of good expert advisors and to put them together into a portfolio. Because I'm sharing my results publicly on YouTube, I decided to put every single expert advisor in a separate account. That's why on the website you will see so many different accounts with so many different results, but you don't need as well so many. You just need to pick a few of them. Have a look at the example portfolio on the top. This one has been running for quite a long time and it makes above 3.8%. And you don't need millions to get wealthy in algo trading, guys. You just need a decent starting amount. And in this case, in this example, these are 10 accounts, $1,000 each. And you can see that the withdrawals from these accounts are $4,500. And that's amazing for me. That's over 55%, and some of those have been running for over a year, others less than a year, but that's 55%, guys. No matter what starting balance you have, if you compound the money, you will become wealthy. Just stay low risk, stay consistent. You need to stay consistent, not the EA. The EAs are there, they are trading. You just need to manage your portfolio. You need to add sometimes a new EA into your portfolio, but you need to stay consistent with the risk. This is what will make you wealthy. An EA under 500 euros, I believe that's the same question that we had below. The next one, Forex Fury update. We are trying to make the Forex Fury profitable, guys. We've been running backtest, we've been running it live. We saw that some of our VIP users are using it, but when we have an update with profitable settings, we will let you know. How many hours do you dedicate a day a week into your algo trading business? What's your take on work-life balance? Let's put it this way. I work every single minute I can work. What has there been a specific hardest moment in your trading career where you almost gave up everything? Absolutely not. Transparently, I never thought about quitting. I love what I do. True, I get very tired from time to time. Like, I can't move, or I can't sleep, or I can't, do my daily activities just because I feel super exhausted, super, dizzy, if you will. I don't know where I am sometimes, but after I get some sleep, after I spend some time with my lovely wife and my kids, I feel good and I start again and I push it again to the maximum. So I never thought about giving up, guys. Hi Petco, why don't you build your own edge in the market instead of buying one? Actually, I am. This year, since I've automated quite many of the processes in the algo trading space, since I have this experienced team around me, I have some free time to work on new EAs, and I'm working daily. I'm building them in a very interesting way, and already I have some live results, but I want to run at least 3 to 6 months live tests before we publish them on the website, and we will make them very affordable for everybody. But first I want to prove them to myself. Of course, this doesn't mean that we will stop buying EAs or stop reviewing and trading other EAs. Why not? They bring money, right? If we have hours, that's great. We don't pay for it, but I actually pay a lot with my time and effort, but I just enjoy doing it. So yes, we are building now. I am building many expert advisors, and at the same time we'll keep trading the third-party EAs, because 100 accounts is the goal with 100 different EAs, which is just a perfect diversified portfolio that can just grow over time. And like I said, you don't millions to start with it, you just scale it up. Just what I did. How did you start from the moment you made your first penny with algo trading to the moment you became consistently profitable? Very interesting question. To be honest with you, time goes so fast that I don't know how possibly we have so many accounts now on the algo trading space platform. Like I shared recently, just a year ago, we had a couple of accounts, and now we have so many accounts. Just when you're consistent, and as I said, you don't need a lot of money. I didn't start with a lot of money. I started with nothing. Account by account, EA by EA, MetaTrader by MetaTrader, VPS by VPS. When you build all of that and you learn to be consistent and patient and you work hard, obviously, like I said, things happen quickly, and it happened quickly with me. It took me ages to reach where I am now, but just the last 1 year, the amount of EAs we are trading, the capital we are trading increased drastically, and that's the effect of compounding, the effect of withdrawing regularly and staying low risk. So yeah, all of that put together is what makes you profitable from the first penny until the time you make some good money out of it. How do people earn money? That's a very huge question, if I have to be honest, but with algo trading, I would say three things: patience and consistency, low risk, and reinvest your withdrawals into more accounts. Hi, glorious leader. How do I join your tribe? In Darwinex 0, I joined under Petco 20. If I remember correctly, just completed calibration stage and about to begin next phase. Can you help me, sir? Appreciate you and the team greatly. I thank you very much for the kind words. I'll leave a link to the tribe in the description if that will help, and congratulations on passing the calibration stage. Have you got some insight into using systems like AZ Trade Recovery system to recover losing positions? I'm interested to use something like this with systems that go into a loss and don't recover on their own. I would like to run the system on top of ES that seem to run well but then have infrequent big losses, drawdowns. Marin from the team is testing exclusively the zone recovery from Meet Algo, and he recorded a couple of videos. I'll leave a link down below in the description as well, but those are risky, to be honest. I know how they work. This was one of the first courses I recorded and I explained the theory of zone recovery. That was like 10 years ago or even longer. But it's pretty much the opposite thing of Martingale. When the price stays in range, you keep buying and selling, and if it keeps longer in the range, you just blow your account because you run out of margin. So you really need to understand how the system is working. Watch the video from Marin and make sure you understand the risk you're taking. The system is interesting, but you have to know how to use it. Hello brother, is there an EA that can turn $10 into 100 in a week, free or paid? Very interesting question, but I never traded $10 account. I think it's impossible to trade such an account. You better look at the cent accounts, or if that's $1,000 to 10K account in 1 week, you have to go very aggressively with a huge risk to blow your account, and in 1 week to make what, 1000%? Come on. Hi Petco, the funded account set files. Can you use the set files of 10K account to much higher accounts? It's the same settings. If the EA allows all risk, then yeah, it's the same settings. You have many accounts at the moment. How do you allocate your VPSs? What's your allocation strategy in it? Yes, I have multiple VPSs. My team helps me managing those, and we put about 15 platforms in each VPS. How do you decide in choosing your drawdowns and profit split in funded accounts, since most of the EAs you have already tested and all found capable of low drawdowns? Is it based on your risk appetite, trust into EAs after backtesting it, etc.? I would say for the funded accounts, we just target 1% a month. That's the rule we are following, and that's what we found to be profitable for us. Yes, it takes longer until we get the withdrawal, but with 1% a month, we stay with this low drawdown. Can you please do a quick demo of how you backtest and optimize? I cannot. You know why? Because it can be quick. That's something that takes me hours every day. And that's how I'm building these new EIs that I've mentioned. I will think of recording a video, but it should be a complete video, maybe a whole podcast, because it's a huge topic, guys. It's a huge topic that if you don't have the experience, I would suggest you to do that. Of course, you can backtest the EA, but to optimize EAs, you have to be very careful. Some from the team recorded the video some time ago. I will leave this link in the description. And here are 3 questions. Which EAs are best to use on prop firms? And if I have $200 budget to spend on a bot, what will be the best pick except prop firm robot app? It's really challenging with the prop firms, guys, because whilst I say a robot is good and everybody starts trading it, the prop firm will detect the same trades and they will ban all of us. It happened multiple times, so I don't want to mention robots. What I would say is keep an eye on the live results on the algo trading space, and whenever we have a new account. And how can you know that? It's just arrange them according to the days, and once you see the new account, just pick any of these EAs and put it on a prop firm that we are not using, so you'll be the only one using this EA there. Then you have the chance to make some money out of it, because nobody else will be trading it there. And Darwinex or prop firm, which is better for beginners to take small consistent profits and make a side income? Darwinex 100%. I would prefer Darwinex than prop firms because it's the long-term game there. If you are looking for some quick money to do on prop firms, you can do that, but trust me, after a year you will end up losing more money on fees rather than what you've withdrawn. While with Darwinex 0 for 45, as I showed, a month, you can get a location, and if you stay with low risk, if you stay consistent, you can make some decent withdrawals. I showed in a video my withdrawals. I'll leave the link down below in the description as well. Number 3, best way to scale from prop firms to live accounts and 1 to 10 to 100 accounts. By the way, love your videos, learned a lot, thanks, and keep testing EAs. Thanks for the words, mate. If you like my videos and you watch them, probably you would already know my answer. I would say it's nearly impossible to scale from prop firms to live accounts. I would say go straight to live accounts or go straight to Darwinex and then live accounts. Prop firms is just sweet, you know, it sounds sweet, it sounds great to be a beginner who gets 200k funded account, but just pause for a second and think, like, who would give you $200,000 if you're a beginner and you don't have experience? Nobody, right? I wouldn't give you that money. I'm not giving them even to my team, then they're so experienced. So prop firms are, like we said with the team, they are the last thing you should be doing, right? You should be very experienced on live accounts, you should be very experienced on funded accounts, and then you should go to prop firms, so then you will know what to do. But if you're a beginner and you jump on prop firms, you don't have an idea what to do, you will lose money, trust me. Do you see Gold Hunter version 8 1 minute scalper usable? Is it profitable or not? I'll just copy paste this expert advisor, but I think we are not trading it at the moment. It's just so many expert advisors we are trading. Let me just check if any of our VIP users is trading it. No, so I can't tell you what I think about it because I don't trade it, but I'll ask my team to check it out. Hi Petko, do you know if any EAs that can be successful used on UK spread betting accounts? I'm not doing spread betting, guys. I can't help you with that. Sorry about it. Hi, sir. Can one copy your trades? I already answered that question. Copy trading has its cons, and there are much more than the pros. Petko, I enjoy your channel and I appreciate all the work done over the years. You mainly use good Martingale EAs, which scare a lot of traders because of large floating drawdowns. With AI, I recently started creating safer grid Martingale system, which all have emergency stops, and I combine them with ES having single positions with a stop loss and take profit in the same account. This approach allows me to benefit from both worlds. What do you think about trading these two different systems in the same account? Sounds great to me. To be honest, like I said, I have all of these accounts separately, all the EAs trading separately, because we want to have clean track records, we want to see and compare how expert advisors trade and behave. But if I were to start from scratch, I would put obviously many into one account. It will be just so much easier to handle. So just stay low risk. If you're comfortable with it, you know, go for it. What EA do you recommend for passing prop firm challenge? EA that nobody's still trading on this prop firm. That's what you need to look for. Hi Petko, do you have a large personal account you don't show that you use EIs on? I'll surprise you with the answer. I don't, because all of my accounts are public on the Algo trading space platform. That's my portfolio, guys. This is how I trade with expert advisors. Honestly, I have a few accounts that are much riskier than what you see on the platform, but these are just for fun, to be honest. Not huge capital, couple of 1k and 5k accounts that are with very high risk. I don't want to show them on the platform because I don't want you to replicate them because they are with high risk. But we were discussing with the team that it's just fun to have this, 10% of the total capital relocated to a super risky capital, so we can see actually what we can achieve. And yeah, probably I'll never share the results. And these are all the questions from YouTube, and I thank you very much for these guys, but I have some more questions on the socials. So for those of you who ask me on Instagram and the other social channels, stay with me until the end. And of course, for everybody else, some of the questions are quite unexpected. I recently bought the prop firm robot. I would like to know if you guys are still using it. We are using it, and we are working on a huge update that took us longer than we expected, because just recently the EIs are not that profitable as they used to be. Can't say the exact reason, but yeah, we are working on it. There will be an update. If you have bought it, you will get the update for free. A bot without stop loss, it's a bad bot? Not necessarily. Most bots that do not have stop loss, they have grid recovery system. So if it has, obviously that's the strategy behind it. So stop loss is not a must. The longest losing strike on the Algo. Oh, it could be a couple of weeks or months. If you're using a single EA, if you combine many EAs into portfolio, just like what we do, you will not see losing months. I haven't seen a losing month for quite a long time for the entire portfolio, because when one of the EAs loses, the others compensate for the loss. Next one. Next one is in Bulgarian, and it says "Ще ходим ли в Bali?" It means, are we going to Bali? And that's actually one of my wife's best friends, and they ask us to go to Bali, but because obviously with her husband we are very best friends, we've been training martial arts for ages, we're super busy, as you can imagine, with the work. So to answer your question, Gary, I don't think it's gonna be soon. Next one, X trading or iPhones? That was a good try, Gary. X trading or iPhones? I would say both of them. I prefer both of them. I put 50-50 of my capital into that, my funded capital into these platforms. So with iPhones, we withdraw profits regularly. With X trading, we withdraw profits once we reach the target. Both are great models in my opinion. Best and worst prop firm. Oh, I can't say worst. There are hundreds of them. Best, check them on the website. If you go to trading and you go to prop firms, you'll see the ones that we are using currently. You ever use Upcover's prop firm? If you mean new prop firms, no, I'll never use a new prop firm. What is the taxation on trading in the country where you live? I'm in Bulgaria. The taxes for personal income are 10%. That's low, I know, but it is what it is. I would suggest everybody to follow the laws and the taxation in your country where you are. Don't try to sneak around and skip that. I'm not a financial or a tax advisor. I'll just suggest you to do it the right way. What time frame do you prefer to create EI on for USD GPY? Depends on the strategy. Most profitable expert advisors we see on the M50 and H1 time frame. I would say, these are good enough time frames. Why don't you create your own bot? Like I said, I'm working on my own bots. I hope I will prove myself they're profitable this year. And I actually see a few more right in here. Is a Martingale based TA without a stop loss or equity stop considered a good or a bad bot? Well, Depends on the strategy, guys. It's not about if it's having a stop loss or not, if it's having the grid martingale or not. If it's capable of making 2% a month for quite a long time with relatively low drawdown, for me is good enough. Doesn't matter what's the strategy really. The performance is what matters, right? So quite often I arrange the expert advisors in my portfolio according to the days they've been trading, and then I'm very happy to put the best performers into these premium portfolios, right? So I put in a bigger account, the ones that are trading the longest with a good monthly gain and low max drawdown. For example, look at the Market Master. Maximum 16% of a drawdown with 3% a month. It's been running for 1 year. Or the Happy Gold Recovery, 2% a month with 22% of a drawdown. 7% a month with the Forex Gold Investor, 32% drawdown. All of these have been running for long enough so that I'm happy with them. Can EA really be profitable long term? Well, you see the results on the website, guys. Just look at them. This is realistic. I don't know if that's long enough for you. If it's not, for me anything above 6 months is good enough to rely on it. Some of the EAs last longer. Obviously, it's not a thing where you will set and forget it for good, right? If you want to do that, just buy the S&P 500. That's what I do also on the side, and I don't look at it. Yesterday I was surprised how much the stock market gained. But the EAs is something that you should be actively working on your portfolio. Just diversify as much as you can, open accounts with different brokers, trade different EAs to make consistent profits. But there is some work to be done. It's not just, one-time action and you forget about it. Top 5 MT4 EA and MT5 EA with good risk management. I've recorded so many videos about the top 3, top 5 EAs. I would suggest you to watch them all, right? I probably record quite often such videos, but I always try to rank them. I always try to, find which one is the best. But probably if you come to the example portfolio and you just arrange the expert advisors according to the monthly gain, you will get the top 5 expert advisors yourself. May I use your EA? If yes, how? Could you show us? Well, these are the EAs we trade. You can get them from the vendors. You can buy the ones we are trading. My EAs, they're under development. Hopefully soon they will be public. The next one is I made one of your courses and your free trial and created some interesting EAs with EA Studio. I would like to create better and more efficient EAs for my FTMO and for my funded account. Actually, for prop firms, guys, EA Studio is just perfect. One question, I may try your VIP club. If I do I get some help when I have problems with my EAs? Is there some support for beginners and more advanced traders? To answer your question, yeah, that's the idea of the VIP club. At the end of the day, the experienced traders, my team and myself will help you. Number 2, your homepage is really good, but I don't know where to begin. There are so many possibilities. It would be great to give some paths to go from A to Z. Thank you, Petco. I thank you, Caroline, for that. I would suggest you go with a free course, that one over here, and then go through the portfolio course. That will give you the right path, and that's why I record these courses recently. Last question, Bro Petco. Bro Peter, why don't you introduce a copy trading profit share model service if the bots you promote are profitable? This increases the confidence of us, your online followers and potential clients. I shared why I don't do copy trading, and I think if I didn't gain your confidence until now with all of the videos, with all of the track records public, you're not willing to trust anybody. I'm not asking you to trust me. What I can tell you is that I'm sharing my results and the results of the team 100% transparently. That's the goal from the beginning. That's the goal we achieved, and we will keep doing it because I found a way to run the algo trading space as a business, as a model like nobody else, because we are not scamming the people, we are not promising unrealistic results, we are showing live results. Thanks to the sponsors, I can afford to pay my team. Thanks to you guys, the subscribers, I can afford to keep trading and trading new accounts. And I just found a unique way to, in Bulgaria we say to rotate the whole wheel, where I'll be capable of paying my team, paying my bills, keep trading by not manipulating the accounts, by not manipulating you, by being super transparent. And I'm super happy about it. And I'm very grateful to you, the people who watch until the end. Don't forget, I love you, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.